Hello friend, this is Sanjay Kumar, founder and creator of SelectorsHub. Automating shadowdom, such a pain it is. First of all, like verifying selectors for shadowdom elements. Before that, like identifying whether the element is inside shadowdom or not. Then writing selectors and verifying for them. It is a huge pain. And then taking further, like if you are automating in Selenium, you have to write some different kind of a script. There is a different way to handle it. In Playwright it's different, in Cypress it is different. So to solve all these problems, SelectorsHub has already made it so easy. And now in SelectorsHub Pro we are taking a step further, and trust me, like it has been made so easy that you just click and everything will be done for you. Now let me show you how simple it has been now to automate the shadow DOM elements, to handle the shadow DOM elements, whether they are inside multiple shadow DOM, whether they are in shadow DOM is inside iframe or whatever. It is so easy now. Let's see how. So generally, like you might not find much application out there. So here we have this practice page on SelectorsHub website. So this has all kinds of scenarios where you can practice and learn. So here I will show you on this page. Suppose this element like enter name, enter pizza name, this one is inside one single shadow DOM, this is inside multiple shadow DOM. Here if you see that do you love tea, this is inside shadow DOM, and that shadow DOM is inside iframe. So all those things we will see here. So let's see first this one, automating this element. So first we need to see if it is inside shadow DOM. So this is inside shadowroot. Okay, so this is inside shadow DOM. Now let's see, we'll open SelectorsHub Pro and what it shows us. Boom. So you see that every single information, you just have to read it, of course. So you see that the very first thing, it is telling us that it is inside shadow DOM. Alert, it is inside shadow DOM, can't be located via XPath, use cssSelector. So here you have to use cssSelector. Now you see that here you have the great options now in Pro version. Earlier they were not there. So here in Pro version you see that this is giving you the option that this is Selenium and Java. So generally, as like we have a huge community and more number of users in Selenium and those who are using Java, Selenium with Java, so that code it gives by default. So to automate this one, it's very simple. Let's see this first example of this Selenium with Java. So suppose we have to enter value here. So what you have to do, you see that it gives you the cssSelector for host and the complete script to handle this shadow DOM element. So you just have to click on this copy icon, go to your editor and paste it. Just you have to add this, like you want to enter some value in that, so you can add this send keys method and whatever value you want. Let's say here enter your name, so we want to enter name Sanjay and execute this script. So this will enter the value inside that box. Here you see that it is using this get shadow root method, which is the method in Selenium 4, because till Selenium till Chrome 96 there was a different way to handle the shadow DOM, but from Chrome 96 onwards, like after 96 97 version onwards, you have to use this get shadow root method and Selenium 4. That's way you can handle the shadow DOM elements, otherwise you will get some errors. I have created a separate tutorial on that, like what was the issue, so that you can check it out. But I'm sure like now this is already, when the today when I'm creating the video, already 103 is released. Chrome version 103 is released, so for sure you are going to use this only. Just for info I told you. So you can see here it is entering the value inside this username, which was inside shadow DOM. Cool, this is good. Now let's see an example of where element is inside nested shadow DOM. Now let's see this enter pizza name. So what we will do, we'll inspect this element, and here you see that this element is inside two nested shadow DOM. So this is giving you the complete script, and this is of course like because we have selected Selenium and Java. Right now you are seeing here Java is like this drop down is disabled because currently with Selenium we are supporting Java. So you can get this script, because most of the users are using Selenium and Java. So for that reason, yes, in future we will add more options here. So select this, copy, go back to your editor, and let me paste this script. So suppose inside this pizza field we want to enter some value, enter pizza, and let's say cheese we want to enter. Don't get hungry. So first we will enter inside this box Sanjay, and then we will enter here cheese. Let's execute this and see. So now what it will do, it will enter the value here as well as here. So it's opening the browser, and here you see that it has entered Sanjay and it has entered pizza value as cheese. So now we have seen that it's very simple. You just have to inspect the element, and SelectorsHub will give you Java Selenium script to enter inside the means that script. You can directly use it in your script, and this way you can handle. Suppose if you have different methods like custom written method, so in that case what you generally need when you are writing or automating shadowdom, you need these host selector, like host 1, host 2, how many shadowdoms are there, so their host selectors you need, and the selectors for that element you need, which you get. So if in any case you have to like update this method, if you have custom written method like driver.find element, if you are using something else, that you can like change it here, and rest all will be same, like get shadowroot will be same, this selector will be same, so rest everything will be same, just that like maybe this could be different if you have written custom framework. Otherwise this will work always. Cool. So we have seen how we can handle shadowdom element, nested shadowdom element using Selenium and Java. In this tutorial I'm not showing inside iframe shadowdom because that will be like more complex. For that I will create a separate tutorial where we will talk about like more complex scenarios. I will add that tutorial link in the description. We'll see now how you can handle these same thing like single shadowdom and multiple shadowdom elements using Cypress. Okay, so here I have written a very simple Cypress command where I'm opening this web page. Okay, so how you can get this code if you are automating in Cypress. So now here what you have to do, very simple. Let me show one by one. For first we will see this element. For this element, so here you have to select, in place of Selenium you just have to select Cypress, and by default with Cypress it will select the language as JavaScript. Okay, now you see that it is giving you this script. This element is inside single shadowdom, and this is the script cy.get, and it has automatically added that host selector here and shadow.find. So this is the method of Cypress. You simply copy this command, paste it here, and here suppose you want to enter some value inside that box. So we want to enter some value here, so you can use method of Cypress, I guess that is fill. Let me just see what is that type, I guess. Okay, so type it is fill is in Playwright. Nowadays so many automation framework, difficult to remember each and every name. So now here we will enter, let's say name, let's say we enter here Cypress. Okay, so if we want to enter the value inside that box, so that now just simple, you got this from SelectorsHub Pro. You just have to add, like if you want to click, then you can add the click command, or if you want to type something you can use type command. Now let's run this code and see how this is going to help, means how this is going to enter the value. So I'm running the code Cypress. So this is the command npx cypress open. So I'm using very simple thing, simple command and simple thing, so that like you can understand. Of course there could be better thing, you must be doing some wrapper and other stuff, so that you can do, but the standard thing how you can automate the shadowdom elements using Cypress, that I'm showing you here. It is taking some time. Yes, so now this window is open. We can click on this method click on the test case which we want to execute. Now this is the Cypress window where it is executing. So you can see that it's executing. Okay, so you see that it has entered the value Cypress here in username. It's so simple. What we did, we have just copied that command thing and just added that method. Rest all SelectorsHub Pro has done for us. Now suppose we have to enter the value inside this pizza name. Okay, so of course this might not work, this inspector. Let me just select this. So this way it might not, we might not be able to take that selector thing here. Okay, because you see that. Now let's go to our SelectorsHub Pro here and simply inspect this pizza name here, and you got this complete command. You simply copy this, come back to your editor and paste. You see that it is telling you this element is inside two nested shadowdom, and this is the complete command for that, script for that basically. And you have to just type, and let's say we want to enter cheese pizza. Of course, I'm sure you love it. I do like it. And as soon as you know that in Cypress, when we save any changes, it automatically executes. So you see that it has entered Cypress here and entered cheese here. So this is how you can automate the nested shadowdom and single shadowdom using Cypress, with Cypress using SelectorsHub Pro. So easy. You just have to inspect the element and copy this and add your like whatever click or type, whatever method is that. So simple it is. Cool. Now for today, like when I'm preparing this video, I'm preparing with this version 0.0.5 of SelectorsHub Pro. So currently this SelectorsHub Pro inspector is not working for shadowdom, so please don't try to inspect with this because it has some limitations. Maybe in future we will add the support. Definitely we'll try to add the support for shadowdom for this inspector. So whenever you are inspecting shadowdom elements, use this Chrome DevTools inspector. Rest other places it will work, but currently it is not working for iframe and shadowdom. This inspector, iframe elements and shadowdom elements, this inspector is of SelectorsHub Pro is not working with version 0.0.5. In future definitely we will add the support for that, but that's no problem because of this anything. You can absolutely inspect and get the selectors. Cool. Now let's move to the next one, which is Cypress. So we will see how we can automate these elements like shadowdom elements using Playwright. Cypress we have seen. Using in Playwright, how can we automate them? So let me open now Playwright code here. So I have already written a small piece of code to open the this page through Playwright. So nothing to worry, nothing much you have to do. You just simply here select Playwright here, and now here with the Playwright we have given two options. One is JavaScript and Java, so you can choose whichever you want. Like if you are using Playwright with JavaScript, you will get the code. If you are using with Java, you can get the code. So let's say we go with JavaScript first. So here you see that you got this selector, because in Playwright they have made shadowdom handling very easy. You just get the complete selector following from, starting from the host direct to that element. So let me first show you this one. Enter name, inspect this element, you will get the selector, and this Playwright selector directly we got it here. Like in Selenium or in Cypress, we have to first get the shadowroot, and then we have to then we can enter the value inside that, or we can perform some action inside the shadowdom element. Here in Playwright nothing is required. Playwright do everything internally, and you just directly use this selector which is given by SelectorsHub for this element. So this is what basically, this is the host selector and this is the element selector. Combining both become the like kind of like playwright selector, you just copy this and go back to your script. Here you paste this one, and now suppose you want to enter some value inside this selector. So what you have to do, let me just take an example. So this is the kind of command I have already written just to show you guys quickly. So here this is generally command we write in Playwright, await page dot fill. Let's say we want to fill a value here inside this enter name. Okay, so what you do, you just use this selector here, and we want to enter, let's say inside that we want to enter playwright, so you can write playwright here. So basically for every element which you want to handle inspect, you need this selector. Then this is your standard command, like because we are not giving this command from SelectorsHub Pro, because some places you might want to click some place, some at some element you want to enter some value, so that depends on you. So here you got basically the variable thing, you got it, which is going to change for every element. But this send keys or click or right click or something, that is always going to same. So that is the reason this is standard. So await.page.fill, await page.fill, we are entering, this is the variable, we got it from SelectorsHub, we want to enter value playwright here. Okay, now let's run this. So to execute this command, we need to like, okay, let me just use this command, node main.js. Here let me open this. We'll go to that folder where our code is written. Now we'll hit enter, and we have pasted the command, and it has opened the browser, and here you will see the magic, it has entered the value. Awesome. So you see that it is so simple now. Now suppose we have to handle the nested shadowdom. How we can do that? So it's very simple. You just go to your browser, inspect that element here, and simply copy this, come back here, paste it. So you see that this is selector for that particular element. This is kind of like playwright selector. You just copy this command, paste it here. Let me make it pw1 because this is we have already used, so I will make it 1. And here suppose we want to enter cheese and save, and then let me just again run this, and we will see that it will enter the value inside the nested shadowdom element, that pizza field. So you see that it has entered cheese here. So this is how we can handle single shadowdom element, multiple shadowdom elements, using Selenium, using Cypress, using Playwright, anything. So now you are all sorted, you can handle any kind of element. If you are using Playwright with Java, then in that case just you have to select this Java here, you got this command page.locator.this, and after that you just have to, after that, like dot fill or whatever like is your command, dot fill here something, but that you can just add it. So basically now we are able to handle any kind of shadowdom elements, nested shadowdom elements with the help of SelectorsHub Pro. You are getting the code for Playwright, for Cypress, for Selenium. So all sorted, and I hope this will save a huge amount of time for you guys, and you will this will help you a lot, and I'm sure you must have loved this feature. Please do let me know in the comment section what's new thing you have learned with the help of this SelectorsHub Pro with this feature, and how much time you are saving, and how this is helping you guys in your day-to-day work. And if any feature, any request you need here, any improvement, do raise a ticket here. You see that here in the SelectorsHub Pro, if you click here, you will see that on the logo you click here, you will see that Bagasura and GitHub, so you can raise a ticket anywhere, and we will add that feature. Also, you can let us know in the comment section, and at any point of time if you forget that how to use this feature, how to utilize this, or if any future improvement in future, you can always find the video tutorial here. You see this eye icon. At any point of time, like you are using SelectorsHub Pro and that time you forget that, oh, how to use this feature, what was that we have seen in that video. So you need not to just go to YouTube and search for this video. You just click on this eye icon here, it will show you this tutorial. Okay, so you have the tutorial link right over there. And yeah, so that's how you can handle these shadowdom elements. Thank you, and please like, share, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to the channel so that you will get all the upcoming innovation updates and more such tutorials. Thank you so much.